Restoring my gift feels emotionally unsafe. What to do? We understand that the restoration part in our previous video, the treasure map of your gift, may still feel emotionally unsafe due to old beliefs and experiences. Hence, any restoration attempt leads immediately to the flight, flee, freeze, fawn, intuition or spleen activation, leading to repetition of old patterns, and therefore, it does not yet lead to change. Hence, it does not become new identity, which, of course, is the core true self-identity, since this is the hidden treasure that has been there all along. The restoration part, the main reason not to trust the restoration solution may be guilt and the fear that applying the restoration solutions leads to more failure, disappointment, and, subsequently, to more guilt and shame, which adds up to the overwhelming number of things I need to receive forgiveness for. How can I give the gift to me before I forgive or overgive again, without adding more guilt, by frantically seeking forgiveness for giving my gift away for nothing? Yes, we know, not easy to get this. So, let's dive in. Because, this is the heart of the entire healing journey. This is where most people get stuck, not because they lack awareness, but because they lack their own permission. I guess we just named the deepest paradox of trauma healing. I cannot give the gift to myself because I feel guilty for needing it. And, if I allow or apply restoration solutions, I fear I will fail, disappoint, hurt, lose, or be rejected again. This is not resistance. This is trauma logic. Let's decode it and offer a reset-compatible solution. The problem in one sentence: restoration feels unsafe because the trauma child believes that receiving anything for themselves is selfish, dangerous, cannot be trusted, or that it is punishable. This is exactly why the gift cannot reintegrate into the identity. Not because the person, you, is unwilling, but because the inner parent is still unhealed. So let's build the system that allows restoration without guilt. 1. The true block: receiving equals mistrust equals danger. In childhood, receiving love led to disappointment. Receiving attention led to criticism. Receiving support led to instability. Receiving protection led to betrayal. Receiving space led to abandonment. So the nervous system learns, receiving is unsafe. Giving is safer. Overgiving is survival. This is why empaths collapse into guilt the moment they stop giving or are forced to stop giving because they are exhausted. The gift cannot return because the child believes, I must give to deserve to exist. Therefore, giving equals survival. Receiving equals danger. Self-care equals guilt. Boundaries equals punishment. Authenticity equals fear. Rest equals shame. No restoration protocol works until this belief is dissolved. 2. The guilt loop that blocks restoration. Here is the trauma loop we're describing. 1. I try to restore my gift. 2. The old guilt activates. 3. I fear I'm doing something wrong. 4. I panic and revert to survival mode. 5. I overgive again. 6. I resent myself. 7. I seek forgiveness by giving more. 8. The gift stays buried. This is why restoration collapses into fawn, freeze, flight, self-blame, shame, guilt, overthinking, intuitional emergency survival. This is not failure, this is the trauma child protecting its precious gift. 3. Why the gift cannot return until the guilt guardian retires. The guilt guardian is the part of the psyche that says, if you stop giving, you will be abandoned. If you choose yourself, you will hurt others. If you receive, you will owe something. If you shine, you will be punished. If you rest, you will fall behind. This part formed because the child did not have safe parents. So guilt was used to self-regulate. To restore the gift, we must first restore the internal parents. Father field equals permission, structure, boundary. Mother field equals comfort, acceptance, emotional safety. 4. The reset answer to our question. How can I give the gift to myself without triggering guilt? This is the core of the solution, and the answer is, by realizing that the gift is not for others. The gift is from you, to you first. You cannot give what you do not own. And therefore, receiving your gift is not selfish, it is preparation. Let's break it down in the reset sequence. 5. The 3-step reset restoration protocol. Step 1. Permission. I am allowed to receive what I give. I am allowed to receive equally to what I give. This is the Father field speaking. It says, you may rest. You may be enough. You may take space. You may choose yourself. You are Sir give a lot, so you are allowed to be Dame receive a lot as well. Without this permission, no emotional safety exists. Step 2. Compassion. It makes sense that I am afraid to receive. It makes sense that I have a trust issue with receiving, remembering the misuse of my vulnerability that I have experienced in my past. This is the Mother field speaking. It says, your fear makes sense. Your guilt is understandable. You are not doing anything wrong. You are safe to feel this. This disarms the intuitional survival response and the trauma-driven self-criticism. Step 3. Self-gift. I will receive the gift first so that I can one day offer it without harming myself. I will receive the gift first by giving it to myself first, so my giving to others becomes more pure and honest. This is the adult self speaking. Our question was, how do I give the gift to myself before I forgive or overgive, without adding guilt? Here is the reset answer: you do not give the gift to yourself instead of giving it to others. You give it to yourself first, so you stop giving it in order to survive. This reframes everything. Before, the gift was used to prevent abandonment, rejection, shame, guilt, loneliness, failure. Now the gift becomes a resource, a nourishment, a truth, a joy, a core identity. 6. The golden reframe: guilt dissolves when you see the truth. Here is the sentence that dissolves guilt permanently: receiving is how I recharge my gift. If I give without receiving, I am using my gift to survive, not to love. If I give without receiving, I will feel stuck and exhausted again in no time. That changes everything. Giving from survival equals trauma, giving from overflow equals gift. 7. The treasure map answer: the gift is not something you give away, it is something you give through. You don't lose the gift when you express it. You don't owe anything when you use it. You don't harm others by keeping some for yourself. You don't steal from the world by resting. You become the gift. You aren't giving the treasure chest, you are shining through it. 8. What happens after restoration? When the gift returns to identity, the gift shines without overgiving, boundaries form naturally, emotional safety becomes internalized, stability becomes self-generated, relationships become reciprocal, guilt dissolves, pleasure returns, life aligns, purpose emerges. This is why the gift must first return to you, before it can flow into the world safely. Before you can share your be you the full gift as your true self-purpose. Be gifted, be the gift.